is a small country located in Western Europe with 3 island territories in the Caribbean. Did you know when you turn the French flag 90 degrees, it's the Dutch flag? Netherlands has a total area of 41,000 kilometers per square and it has a population of 16 million. It is 131st in the world in terms of size, 64th in terms of population. It is a country where International Court of Justice, the primary judicial branch of United Nations, is located. The Netherlands also works as an international hub for the European continent. They are also well known for soccer. Its GDP per capita recorded $52,172 US, which is 12th in the world. It ranked 5th in 2015. So how is it possible in such a small country? To find the reason, let's go back to 17th century. Netherlands was the richest nation in Europe. The urbanization ratio was notably higher than any neighboring countries, including Asia. They were able to achieve this because of the knowledge known as the flute. English ships carried guns, so they would use stronger woods for their ships. For the Dutch, who didn't arm their ships, they didn't use the stronger woods. So when we look at all the elements, it should be understandable why ships as well as transportation commodities by the Dutch was cheap. This subsequently gave the Dutch comparative advantage compared to the French and the British. Besides, the flute can be described as pear-shaped vessel. The deck is relatively narrow so that the cargo space can be maximized. This had an additional advantage for the ship. Due to the narrow size of the deck, they could avoid being taxed by their neighboring countries. The Netherlands was able to take advantage of valuable resources all over the world, countries like India, Indonesia, Japan, and America. The first multinational corporation was formed in the Netherlands called Dutch East India Company, which is the first company to issue stocks. The company sent almost 1 million Europeans to work in the East, trade on 5,000 ships, and carried more than 2.5 million tons of Asian trade goods. One of the representative goods that the Netherlands obtained from Asia was diamond from India. This influenced them to have one of the most forerunning diamond industry as well as diamond processing technology that is still well known today. So why Netherlands? During 17th century, on the land ruled the French, Spanish, and on the waters ruled the English. How was it that Netherlands rose to become one of the economic superpowers of Europe compared with such countries? In 1568, the 7 provinces that signed the Union of Utrecht, roughly today's Netherlands, started a rebellion against Philip II of Spain that led to the 80 Years' War. The Peace of Westphalia in 1648, which ended the 80 Years' War between Dutch Republic and Spanish, and the 30 Years' War between other European superpowers, brought the Dutch Republic formal recognition and independence from the Spanish crown. During this time, Spanish Inquisition was well-known institution that guarded the orthodoxy of Catholicism in Spain, chiefly by persecution of heretics, Jews, and Protestants. Many non-Catholics left Spain for freedom of religion to the Netherlands, particularly Sephardi Jews from Portugal and Spain, and later Huguenots from France. The skilled workers that migrated is the main reason Netherlands was able to build a ship like flute. Accepting migrants had become the crucial reason behind convergence of technology to the Netherlands. For example, the Dutch East Indian Company required an enormous amount of capital. It is known that 70% of the investors who invested on the Dutch East Indian Company were rich merchants from abroad. Many Jews were engaged in funding of loans in Spain. They received diamonds as their contract deposit. They were also engaged in refining raw diamonds. Hence, they played an important role in diamond industry, especially in Amsterdam. Given all this information, the most crucial reason Netherlands was able to enjoy the freedom of 17th century golden age is due to freedom of religion and tolerance of hierarchy. Migrants who fled from religious persecution made themselves cultivate their merchandising skills and technological advancements to the fullest in the Netherlands. The Netherlands Constitution Fundamental Rights Article 1 says, "All persons in the Netherlands shall be treated equally in equal circumstances." This alone shows that what kind of country the Netherlands is. Its freedom of religion, belief, social status is the bedrock of the nation that allowed so many immigrants to come to the country and prosper economically, which consequently lead to the prosper of Netherlands that is still enjoying the wealth accumulated in the 17th century.